Well, Doctor, first of all, are we headed for tick-for-tack measures instead of a full-blown war?
I think that the Israeli army is going very far. It's targeting civilians. This was a densely populated neighborhood that was bombed. There are many casualties, civilian casualties. We can see their pictures. They're published all over the media. Whereas the targets of Hezbollah have always been military targets. Since 11 months until today, more than 11 months, the targets have been always military targets. Do you think, or do the Israelis think that Hezbollah doesn't have the capacity to bomb densely populated areas in occupied Palestine?
Do you think?
That is completely ridiculous. I mean, Hezbollah has the capacity. The Israelis were on the streets. They were striking on the streets. There were thousands of Israelis, doing a demonstration against Benjamin Netanyahu's government. At that time, at this point, Hezbollah could have rained rockets on them and there would be thousands of casualties.
Well, exactly, Doctor. As you're mentioning, are we going to continue with this strategy instead of a full-blown war?
This is not the decision, that is in the hands of anyone at this point. It is the field, the battlefield that decides. And I think that Hezbollah will not be doing the things that the Israelis expect him to do. Hezbollah will actually act in a very calm and patient way and a strategic way to hit hard and to achieve victory. It will not react in a way that the Israelis expect.
Well, Doctor, the question raised in the Hebrew media is about the implications of the aggression that led to the martyrdom of Commander Ibrahim Aqil on the trajectory of the front with Hezbollah. What do you believe, or what's the significance of this question being raised in the Hebrew media?
Yes, well, this is absolute ignorance from these two commentators and from the rest of the Israelis. Hezbollah has been given thousands of martyrs, offered thousands of martyrs, and martyrdom is a founding pillar in Hezbollah. You see, this party is based on Imam Hussein, who is a martyr himself. The founder of the Secretariat General for Hezbollah, Sayyid Abbas Musawi, was assassinated in the 90s. What happened? All the leaders of Hamas were assassinated in the past. And what happened on 7 October? Before 7 October, they assassinated hundreds, if not thousands of leaders in the resistance, and then 7 October actually occurred. They do not understand. They're trying to sell their people that if they do assassinations, they achieve victory. They achieve nothing. They make the resistance and Hezbollah much stronger than it was before the assassinations.
Well, with that, let's go ahead and continue. The Israeli occupation is crossing red lines and breaking the rules of engagement with Hezbollah in the attack on the southern suburbs, as former General Yisrael Ziv says, but it lacks a clear strategy for the course of the confrontation.
All right, let's face these, brother. First and foremost, I'd like to give all praises to YAHAWAH, YAHAWASHI, double honors to the elders apostle GMS who ruled well. Salute you brothers for pushing this word, and truth to say the strength by YAHAWASHI, and shalom to you brothers and sisters going and trust to be in the party YAHAWASHI. Shalom to you too, right? We are here to prophesy the downfall of this wicked, destructive kingdom known as Babylon the Great, Sodom and Gomorrah, Egypt, Rome, all those ancient empires balled up into one, controlled by Esau, Edom, the so-called white man, the devil that the Bible speaks of. And we are here to gather the elect of the nation of Israel, the people like to know the Native American, by the word and power of Yahweh Shema Shai, right? And as you see in the news, right, what's today's date, brother? Get the dates right. I don't want to get my dates mixed up.
So it's Saturday, September 28th.
Okay, brother says Saturday, September 28th. So we out here, right? And the mainstream media, when you watch the news, they are all boasting about how they're putting to death Hezbollah leaders and all that, right? Now you just heard the man speak concerning how they think in the Far East. See, in the Western Hemisphere, they glorify that. But dying, for what you believe in, over on the other side of that water, they got a different mind state. And that's what that guy was explaining. Say, the leaders of Hamas the Israelis been putting to death the leaders of Hamas. In other words, he was saying that ain't nothing. They do that. They die like that. You know what I'm saying? But that's not gonna prevent Hezbollah or weaken Hezbollah from striking Israel. You know, they continue putting the death leaders and all that, which we don't care about Hezbollah. We don't care about them gunner rats over there. We just giving you the information, and we giving you the other side of how they think in the Far East instead of in the West concerning Fox News and CNN, because they paint the narrative as if when somebody die over there, or a leader over there die over there, like that's gonna weaken,
Right.
you know what I'm saying, them other nations' program or their agenda or something. It's, you know what I'm saying, it's turning them down. No, they looking at, they ready to die. That's the thought process of them over there. You see, it's different. And like I said, the mainstream media, everybody looking at, oh yeah, they killing Hamas, when Hamas gonna do something, when they gonna, you know, when Hamas or Hezbollah gonna do something, when they gonna do something in Lebanon. Well, guess what? I'm gonna show you something, right? I'm gonna have the brother read this first though. Give me what you got in Deuteronomy.
All right, this is Deuteronomy chapter 32, verse 42. It says, I will make mine arrows drunk with blood, and my sword shall devour flesh, and that with the blood of the slain and of the captives from the beginning of vengeance upon the enemies.
See? So what I want to do is have that brother get that in different translations if you don't mind. But I'm going to show y'all something, right? Let me see. Now, like I was saying, concerning the ex-Mossad agent, when he was last week, I was talking about the ex-Mossad agent, and he was talking about how the government of Israel got a new objective, and it's to go in Lebanon and sing them a death song, meaning wipe everybody out. So the settlers, because they say in the northern part of Israel, which we know it is Lebanon, but when you go to the map, when you go to the ancient map, it's the land of Asher, okay? But the so-called Jews, them Israelis, are saying they want to sing a death song to the people in Lebanon, to where the settlers that went down to Tel Aviv, that had left the northern part of Israel, and it's the southern part of Lebanon, they down to Tel Aviv. And they say about 3 million settlers have left Lebanon, which I'm talking about so-called Jews, then left Lebanon and went down, and they all down up in Tel Aviv. And that's what Netanyahu, you know what I'm saying, that devil is frustrated about, because he want to put them back in that northern part to where they can settle in their land. But they ain't in that now, because they begin bombed by Hezbollah. Okay? But now, they've been talking about a ground war concerning going into Lebanon, which is the land of Asher, when you look at an ancient map. Now this is an article right here. Now it says thousands of Arab fighters arrived near occupied Golan Heights to support Hezbollah, claimed Israeli Daily. All right, it says thousands of Arab fighters arrived near occupied Golan Heights. Now it says around 40,000 militant fighters and mercenaries from Iraq, Yemen, and Syria are awaiting Hezbollah approval. Haaretz Daily claims. Okay, so I'm bringing out this article to show y'all that when them so-called Jews do a ground invasion and go into Lebanon, them fighters gonna show up. Yeah. You see? So when you see on the news what Israel is doing and bombing in Lebanon and killing the leaders, so to speak, of Hezbollah, you got fighters from Yemen, and you got fighters from Iraq, and you got fighters from Syria waiting on them to do a ground invasion. Now this is the article right here. That's it right there. Now, I'm showing you this, right? Now, read what you got in a different translation, brother.
This is in the Bible Hub. This is Deuteronomy chapter 32, verse 42. The New International Version says, I will make my arrows drunk with blood, while my sword devours flesh, the blood of the slain and the captives, the heads of the enemy leaders.
All right. Now, I got another article, okay? Now, in this article right here was printed September 2024, September the 25th, okay? It was 2004, September 25th, and the date is 28th, right? Yeah, the date is 28th, right? It's Saturday. So I got another article. It says 1 million Israelis hide in bombing shelters from Hezbollah rockets. Okay? Now, if they got the Davis sling, you know, missile defense system, they got the Iron Dome, you know, things of that nature. You know, they got all that. If it's protecting them, while 1 million Israelis are hiding in bomb shelters from Hezbollah.
Right.
If Hezbollah ain't no threat.
Right.
This is an article, man. And like the guy said, being interviewed by that news anchor, he said when they was protesting against Netanyahu, that devil, they said, man, Hezbollah could have bombed all them citizens right then. Right. Could have got them right then. You know? This is another article. So, like I say, we don't care about these heathens. We're just bringing you the information. Right. What we care about is ruling, you see, the earth, okay? And being set back in power over all these nations, and YAHAWASHI delivering us, and us serving YAHAWASHI and keep sincerity. Let this go by. Read what you got,
All right, this is still in Deuteronomy, chapter 32, verse 42. This is the New Living Translation. It says, I will make my arrows drunk with blood, and my sword will devour flesh, the blood of the slaughtered, and the captives, and the heads of the enemy leaders.
See that? So, the enemies of YAHAWASHI and their leaders, they're gonna die. That's in the scripture. They're gonna die. So when you see leaders of Hezbollah being put to death, YAHAWASHI is using these nations, right, and their military hardware to put to death leaders. Okay? Now they just put to death Hassan Nasrallah, which was a heavy influencer in Hezbollah. Hassan Nasrallah, and he was connected with Iran, you know, and they were saying before he got put to death, they were saying that he was trying to get Iran more involved. So them Israelis put him to death, but what the scriptures say? Read that again, bro, folks, so they can catch it.
All right. This is Deuteronomy chapter 32, verse 42. This is the New Living Translation. It says, I will make my arrows drunk with blood, and my sword will devour flesh, the blood of the slaughtered and captives, and the heads of the enemy leaders.
There you go. Some more on it. Different translation.
This is the Amplified Bible. It says, I will make my arrows drunk with blood, and my sword will devour flesh, with the blood of the slain and the captives, from the heads of the leaders of the enemies.
There you go, man. There you go. You see? Some more? What was that you just read?
Amplified.
Okay, all right. So, there you go, man.
This was pretty good too.
Okay, give me what
This
you
is
got.
the contemporary English version. It says, my arrows will get drunk on enemy blood. My sword will taste the flesh and the blood of the enemy. I will kill prisoners and cut off the heads of leaders.
See that? See? And that's going into them nukes and them rockets. So, YAHAWASHI is making it happen, Mike. You just gotta know, where the scriptures is at. You just gotta know how to navigate through the scriptures.
Man of his word.
He's a man of his word, like the brother said. You know what I'm saying? You see? So it's happening, man. It's happening. You see? And this, what we read, is not the narrative of this world. It's the narrative of YAHAWASHI. You see? And that's what you want. You want the narrative of YAHAWASHI, not that fake fluff that they got in the world. You see? The reality. And this is accurate, no doubt about it. Truth. The truth. You see? The truth. You know, and I showed y'all that article concerning how they got 1,000 Arabs waiting, you know what I'm saying, for them Israelis to go into Lebanon, but it's certain videos out there to where people in Lebanon is saying it's more than 40,000. They were saying it's 200,000 waiting in there. Okay? That's just with that article. I just showed you that article. But people on the ground in Lebanon were saying it's 200,000 of them mercenaries that's in, that's waiting on them Israelis to enter into Lebanon, do a ground war. And guess what? America is gonna be involved in that when they go in there, because just like you got American, you got America and British military over there on the island, right? And they say they over there to help the civilians flee from Lebanon and from Israel. Now, them American troops is over there to assist them Israelis, right? Which they got articles on it. This to where they helping the people from Lebanon and the people from Israel to go to the island. They got articles on it. But I'm telling you, behind the scenes, them American troops is gonna be right with them so-called Jews when they go into Lebanon, right? If they do a ground war in the Lebanon, they gonna be right along with them, man, and they gonna get slaughtered. You see? They gonna get slaughtered. That's why them Israelis are bombing them first. That's why they doing that, because they know if they go in there, okay, they gonna lose a lot of military personnel. Cause them Arab over there fighting hard, man. They fighting hard and they high with cotton in their mouth, okay? If you don't know what cotton is, Google it, okay? Yemen is like, it's a drug that keep them high. And like people down south, they chew tobacco, right? And it's like they got a knife. You know what I'm saying? It's like they got a knot in their jaw, okay? But over there in Yemen and Saudi Arabia, and it might be other parts of the Far East, people who do it, but over there in Yemen, they chew that cot, and it's a drug, and they have it in their mouth, and they fighting hard as hell, man, and ready to die.